Good morning, viewers. Today I am present before you with my podcast on Gitanjali as World Book. In this podcast, I will be basically trying to put impression on the fact that how this collection of 103 poems written by Tagore gives us the impression of understanding that essence of universality, which is not only important in the time when it was actually written, but is going to help us in going through life in the ages to come. Tagore's poetry and his poetic prose reached deep and far because he spoke about the mind and the soul, thus leading the human spirit towards God. Not any narrow God created by man, but the spirit of the universe itself, creative and deep, transcending formal religions and races. A profound sense of beauty pervades Tagore's works and ennobles it and makes it understandable to everyone. The world needs such poets. There is always a dilemma which every artist has to face. Should he lead mankind on into the future, or should he dwell upon the past? If he leads people too soon into the future, he loses them who have not his gift of prophecy and insight. And if he dwells upon the past, people would cease to grow. Tagore escapes both these courses. His eye was fixed upon the future of mankind, when goodness and beauty would flower out of inspired thought. But he lived in the present, and his words are valid for the present. Tagore spoke out of his own soul, mind, and heart. To him, beauty was eternal and invincible, the indispensable source of refreshment for the soul and the mind of mankind. In this troubled world, it is good to remember him and to recall that beauty is his message. Perhaps it is the message of every great poet. His message is as living today as it ever was, and it was never more necessary than it is now. The greatness and the universality of Tagore as a poet in two features of Tagore's poetry. One is the spiritual element, and the other a glorification of beauty. His poetry expresses feelings of wonder, enchantment, and delighted surprise. These feelings were all the deeper in his poetry because it offered poetical thoughts of great richness in a clear language with simple, though highly suggestive, means of expression. Tagore's poetry is essentially a personal reflection of reality, and it calls forth a response from the sensitiveness of everyone. This blend of a powerful individuality and a general human interest is an essential feature of his poetical creations and is closely linked to his fundamental concept of the harmony existing between the individual and the universal, a concept which is the very foundation of Indian culture. The greatness and the universality of Tagore rest upon Tagore's expression of certain universal feelings, upon the expression of certain poetical thoughts, upon the use of lucid, simple, and suggestive words, upon its lyrical quality, upon its depiction of essential human features, and upon a blending of a powerful individuality and a general human interest. The reasons for the universal appeal of Gitanjali are many. There is its spirituality and is their mysticism evident, therefore its sublimity. Then there is the simplicity, the spontaneity, the music or melody of its language, choice of words, rhythms resulting from arrangement of words. Language of Gitanjali possesses an incantatory quality like the verses or mantras of the Vedas. Then there is the exquisite nature imagery that gives an interesting dimension to the entire work. In Gitanjali, we really have devotional poetry at its best, although the same themes and the same feelings are repeated again and again, yet we are also struck by the immense variety in the treatment of the same theme and expression. To take only one example of the variety of treatment, God is represented in these poems as a king traveling by a chariot, as a boatman, as a bridegroom, as a helmsman, as a companion, as a friend, as a father, and as a dweller among the tillers of the soil and stone breakers on the road. Similarly, in the dozen or so poems about death, the treatment of the subject varies from poem to poem. Even though the attitude of mind towards death remains the same, an acceptance of death and a humble submission to it is an important aspect of Gitanjali. Tagore's mysticism can never fail to move the reader in the East or in the West. There is the moral and ethical appeal of Gitanjali, which too has universality in it. And since its major theme is mysticism, it automatically represents with the reader the essence how this mysticism is altogether created as a part and parcel of the entire work, making it a monumental work talking about the universal appeal. Based on all these points that I have tried demarcating in this podcast, you can very well develop your answer by reading the various songs of Gitanjali, and you will be in a position to actually locate this particular book in the realm of World Book. I hope this podcast proves to be of help to each one of you. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section below share your feedback. Thank you for your valuable time. Here's wishing you a great day ahead.